Hello, welcome back. All right, last time I was got that new set of tasks to deliver steel to Sydney and cement, as well as something else. I can't remember. Let's see. All right, and reach a population of 60,000 in Canberra. All right, let's get the cement and the steel set up for Sydney. So Sydney is here, and our cement is out here. Now steel is going to need coal. So I think I'm going to use Cobar, which is our closest city. I'm going to buy this weaving factory, demolish it, and I'm going to put in a steel factory, or a steel industry. Alright. That way I can at least start, oh, wrong way. I can at least start dumping coal over to that city. Let's try it again. There we go. Alright, so we can start sending coal over to, what's it called? Cobar. It probably won't need much for now because I am going to need to find iron as well. So, and also I'm going to come down here. We'll expand the station. I'll start a line that is running cement to Sydney as well. Might as well get that started while we look for the iron, because I'm not really sure where the iron is coming from. Alright, so we got that set up. I'll probably put a couple of trains on this because I do need, let's see, what's our best way to get there? Yeah. Okay. Now in this case I could just run it straight into the Sydney. I don't really need to run it to the warehouse because I don't need to stockpile it. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to run 5 trains for the time being. Because we need 120. It's 1900 now. We've got need it in 1930. Alright, so let's try to find iron, some iron deposits. Because we will need that for, let's see, there's an arrow pointing this way. Oh, there's an iron deposit, but it is not available. There's iron way up here as well. And there's iron here. And there's iron there. It doesn't look like there's anything else. Okay, so there was a close iron. Let's see, where was that? Right here. However, to get that, I'm going to need probably to open that settlement. Yep. Okay. So, let's see, we'll establish that settlement. Let's get a station there. All right, so it is going to, let's go over here to this station. Since the wheat is so close, we'll expand it there. We can at least bring wheat from right there. Hopefully we can get the city set up pretty quickly. Now before I, here, let's do it like that. I'll just put it in construction mode, that way it stops the clock. So I'm gonna look around. I just want to see where the, so there's wood here. I can send some wood down. I'm looking to see if maybe there's another, there's also wood here at this warehouse, or there's wood right up here. Let's see. Yeah. So I could probably run a line. Let's do it like that. I'll just run it straight over like that. Make sure I got it in the right spot. Is that the right spot? Yes, it was. Alright, now is the wood, so Ellen chopping actually isn't, oh, we do have this one over here. So I might expand this station and then run it over, or I might just run it and let it just go down through the warehouse, through this city, and then up and over. It's going to be a pretty pretty fast, so it's not going to take that much time. So we go Allen chopping there to there. See, it'll go down this through Arbery, through the warehouse, back down. So I think that's fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and clone it and run two trains. You know what though? So the problem is this this station is actually full of wood. And we have several trains here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to take those trains from this warehouse. I mean, it doesn't really matter, so, okay. And I'll run two. Now let's see, I didn't set up a train there yet, so let's get that one. I won't run two because I still need to get the fish. Now the fish, the seafood is going to come from, it's probably going to come from here. It's going to be my best option. And then I'm just going to like run it. Oh, that's going to be some expensive tunneling, but I think we can figure a way to make it work. Okay. Alright. Ooh wee. That is super expensive, but I've got a lot of money, so it's okay. so that is a nice long trip, but let's get that started. Bring some fish to our little settlement here. And I'm going to go ahead and just bring 2 just for the heck of it. Alright, now we need to get beer. Who's making beer? Oh, there's beer right here in Akusha. That's pretty close. We're going to stop everything else. Make it 8. It can bring whatever it wants back. Okay, so I think we're good. We've got the beer, the wood. I think we might have had the first load of wheat already in. So I just have the 1 wheat train because it's so close. It'll actually get back here and then make its way back to Griffith before. Trying to see who was it that so Kobar is the one making steel, so I'm gonna need to bring in this iron that's right here over to Kobar. So I think I'm just gonna almost do like a straight line. Maybe I'll bring it like straight over here, hook it up into there, and then bring it into there. I hope that was indeed. Yeah, it looks like it is iron and not gold. It's hard to tell when it's not colored in like that, but that is what it appears to be. Alright, now where's my... Is this my wood? My first wood coming in, going to Griffith. Now I should have a second wood going to Griffith. Oh, it's right there. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that train because I no longer need that. Got the second one coming in. The beer should both be on their way. Alright, let's take a look. So we've got 2 beers and then 2 fish. So oh, and you know what? Allen Chopping. I think I had those trains from Allen Chopping, which are probably never going to come because... Yeah, so that is going to stop. So I'm going to actually have to delete that train as well. And you know what? This train that is sitting here on the tracks, I'm also going to need to delete that train as well, because I think I already have enough wood coming in. Yep, so the wheat is done. This is our other wood. Okay, so this wheat now. I'm going to delete that. Oh, I hate when it does that. I pushed the wrong button and ended up in some crazy place. Alright, so what is this one? This is probably a fish, right? Okay, so we can get rid of that train as well. Hope that's our first beer, so that's good. We still have some fish coming. Now for this one, I'm going to go ahead and remove the limitations. So it'll just be like a regular, train line between the two cities. I'll go ahead and leave it so it can keep working between the two cities. Now this is our second beer. I'm going to do the same thing for it. I'll remove the limitations, and it'll just be a regular passenger line between the two. It's probably unneeded, but... And I'm also going to add in some supply towers. Throw in a couple there. This is the Kusha one. Alright, this should be our seafood. That's our Kusha one. So now we're just really waiting on the two seafood. And we've got one right there. And then the other one is pretty close too. So it's coming up right behind it. So we're actually in very good shape. Except that train literally did not drop off its goods. So occasionally crazy shit like that happens. I have no idea why it does that. I'm going to delete this train because it's going back to the fisheries. There's no reason for that. I don't know. What kind of lunacy is that? Now this train, it better... I do see that occasionally it happens. It pulls into the station and it just doesn't deliver the goods. So this one, like a... that literally couldn't have been at a worse time because it's got to come all the way from down here. Now I do have another one coming right away, so... But it is slow. I'm going to throw in a supply tower in here. Alright. Well, that sucked that happened. I'm going to go ahead and delete that train as well. So now we really only... We have those two for Akusha. They're not carrying anything, so it's very possible that there will not be any mail and passenger service just yet. While that's working, I'll go ahead and set up my station in Canberra as well. Let's see, I think that's probably going to be our best bet. I'm going to hook it up into this line here, I think. You know what? I'm not going to give it I'm not going to give it two lines. I'm just going to give it the one. Because we might as well start that process now, since I'm waiting to get the iron. I won't do a double, I'll just do the one. Alright. So we're still waiting on that. It's still chugging its way up there. Okay. Alright, Wollongong. So we're actually going to have the same issue, but you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a line here up to this main line up here. Is that looking good? Now luckily I have a lot of money, so I can build these ridiculously expensive tunnels and so forth. Alright, so we got that. Let's see. Griffith is still waiting, so I don't want to. I could speed it up, but I kind of don't want to do that just yet because I might as well get Canberra, set up in the meantime. So I can take the time while I'm waiting for that, for Griffith to set up to get Canberra going. All right, and then we have this warehouse. I think I'll do the same thing. I'll send a train from that warehouse to Canberra. Okay, so we've got that. Let's see, we've got everything except the wheat. So we need to find a wheat source, which we have one over there, but I thought we had another wheat somewhere here. So we do have this wheat here. I was thinking there was another wheat around here, but I do not see one. So let's of course the supply tower is right in the middle there. Alright. Now I'm also going to need to do the same thing here, but you know what? With this one, I'm going to expand it. So I've got a couple more lines. I'm going to take this line and just run it straight out like that. Nope, that was not right. There we go. All right. Now we can start a train from Collins Estate to Canberra. And you'll notice on these I'm just doing one because we're going to work on something else in the meantime. So at least these can be running in the meantime. So let's see, I've got fish, I've got wood, I've got beer, and I've got, so there's our wheat, our beer, and our wood, and then the fish is coming from the other side. So I've got everything working there. Let's see, where's our last? Fishery is coming up. So okay, so this is our last one. Once this gets up here to Griffith, it'll be Griffith will be turned into a town, and then I can get access to this iron. I can send this iron straight over here to Cobar, and we can start making steel. Let's see, we've already delivered 40 loads of cement to Sydney, so that's good. We just need to get steel going. Now once I get these going as well, I'm probably going to maybe set up Griffith as also another steel producer, and I'm going to have them both make steel and then deliver that to Sydney. So if I've got two cities, I might even start a third city producing steel as well. All right, let's see. There's a little bit of mail and passenger going to Griffith from Akusha, so that's not too bad. All right. Hopefully it actually delivers the goods instead of doing some crazy where it comes in full and then leaves full and doesn't deliver anything, which was super annoying last time. It broke down right in the station. Come on. Unload the train. I don't have time to wait. I can't believe this is so slow. Okay, now it's unloading, thankfully. Alright, Griffith, you are now a city, and I'm going to put in a steel industry right away. We're not even going to wait. There we go. Okay, now where's our iron? Our iron is right there. Let's get this set up. Nope. I'm going to pop it in right there. I'm just going to run it. Oh, I can't run it into that, so I'm going to have to run it like into the... Oops. Alright, there we go. Okay. So we've got that side set up, but I am going to feed the other city as well. And to do that, I'll just put a separate line. And let's see, where is... So we're going to run it right into here. Okay, so that is not doing so well over there, but that looks like it's fine. Okay. Alright, let's get our signals in and start making some steel. Throw in a supply tower. Oh, I guess I'll throw it in here. Throw in another one over here. Let's get the trains going. Alright, I feel like I've already wasted so much time. So we got that one to there. So that's pretty much a straight shot. I just did 2 for now. I'm going to increase that in just a second, but I want to get these trains going as well. So I'm going to do 2 there as well. Now this one, Griffith, also needs coal. So I am going to find the best way to get coal over to it. Which I think is just going to be, well, you know what I'm going to do though. Because that's going to Kobar. So let's see, our coal. Oh, so Kobar apparently does not need any more coal. So I'm gonna drop the minimum. Now these other trains are all going to the warehouse, Warehouse 7. And that is kind of unneeded now. I'm going to delete these. At least for the time being. But you know what I think I'm going to do? Alright, sorry about that, I got cut off. So I went ahead and I added a second line here so that I can run a line straight over here. And it's kind of a crazy line, but I don't care. I'm gonna have it a dedicated line. All right, let's get our signals set up, and we are good to go. Now I can start delivering coal straight over to Griffith. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 trains going. Now I am going to increase the number of trains. So I've got 2 trains there. I'm going to actually add 4 trains, because I want to make sure that Khobar and Griffith always have as much iron and coal as they need. Now this one, it's basically just waiting for this to increase its production. So at this point, we're really just waiting on production. Now I could go ahead and buy it. Man, I hate when that happens. Let's see, it is right over there. Okay. So I could go ahead and purchase it. It's 1.4 million. And then upgrade, 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 upgrade. I can't upgrade it anymore. But as you can see now, it's producing a ton of iron. So that is not going to be an issue. Now this one I have not upgraded. We've essentially drained all of the coal out of it, but that's okay, because now Khobar is going to start working, well, once it gets its first iron shipment, which is probably right there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set up a freight from Khobar to Sydney. It's going to go that route, okay. And it is going to be iron, no passengers, no mail, full train. And it'll just sit on the tracks until it's fully loaded. Now let's do the same thing for Griffith. We're going to go Griffith to Sydney, which I'm not really sure what's the fastest route. Interesting, okay. So, oh, that's a quite terrible route. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna find a better way around that, because that is some craziness, but it's all good. All right, so we've got steel, no passengers, no mail, full 8 cars. All right, it'll sit there and load up that steel, but I am going to find a faster way to get it there, which means that I might need to run straight over to this main line here. Alright, bring this back down here. Hopefully we'll get that built before the train heads out, so it'll take this shorter, much shorter route. We'll put a supply station there. Alright, Now if we look at this, it shows that Griffith to Sydney is going to take that route. Now as soon as that one leaves, I'm going to pop another train in its place. Same thing over here. So once this train takes off, as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and clone it now. That way as soon as it leaves, it'll pop in, another train will pop into its place. And then the same thing here for Griffith. Once this one leaves, another one will pop in its place. Now I did notice just now it's actually pointed in the wrong direction, so I don't know if that's going to be an issue, but for the first train, if it takes the long route, that'll be fine. I'm not terribly concerned about it. Right now my concern is just getting that steel mass produced so that I can get it to now, if you notice also, I am limited because I can't expand my production in Kobar of steel. Same thing here. I can't increase my production in Griffith because I don't have the town's population high enough to expand it. So it's a rather slow process. Now what I could do, there are some cities nearby that are bigger, such as Orange. So Orange is much bigger. I could go ahead and take over, for example, this ceramics works, buy that, demolish it, and put in steel industry there. And then what I would do for this warehouse, I would put in iron and coal. And then find a way, which I'm looking around. So let's see, take this, we'll expand it. See, the nice thing is right here, I can run this line straight out like this. And we can run iron to that warehouse. And because I've expanded this one, we have a ton of iron. So I am going to start mass shipping iron here. So I've got 4 trains going there. Now the same thing is I need to get coal from here down there. And I don't recall, there is coal over here, but this one's not open yet. I'm not going to worry, I'm not going to try to get that open just yet. I was looking around to see if there was potentially some more coal that was already available, but I do not see any. Now, you know what? There is a problem because that train needs to be deleted. Now that train is going to Canberra. Now Canberra has already met its requirement for fish, so it doesn't need more fish. It's probably got the other stuff coming up, so that's doing well. But let's get back to our warehouse here. What is our best way to get access to that warehouse? It may be yep, okay. This is what I'm going to do. Oh, maybe I'm going to do that, maybe I'm not. Alright, we are going to splinter off here, and I'm essentially just going to take it straight that way. Now in this case, there's no open slots, so we're gonna bring it in just like that. Build that route. And bring it all the way back down. Alright, so looks good. Now in this case, again, I've got trains sitting here waiting because Griffith is slow at producing. So I'm going to change the requirement to 0, so it doesn't have a minimum anymore. Now this one's also going to Griffith. I'm going to have to change its minimum to 0 as well. Otherwise, it's going to I'm also going to stick in a supply tower here because... So let's see, I've got that, 0. That one's also going... You know, I'm going to go ahead and delete that train, because we don't need 4 going to Griffith, since Griffith is a relatively... slow industry, but I am going to ship more to this warehouse. Let me double check, make sure it went the right way. Yep, all looks good. Now this one I am going to do 8, and then I'm going to send maybe 5 trains there. And I am going to keep going back looking at it to make sure I don't have any that are backed up. Okay, so we've got those going. Let's see, we've got... so we've already got 2 trains going to Sydney with steel, which means that Dubar is... Nope, not Dubar, not Dubbo. Cobar is making steel, so it's actually making steel faster than I thought it would. So I'm going to duplicate that one. So now it has a 3rd one. So let's go back to my orange. So orange, steel industry, it's waiting on coal, but I've got like 4 or 5 trains heading that way. Let's expand it. Okay, so I could expand it to there, but that's good, because that'll give me plenty of steel to hold on to once I start getting some of that coal in. Okay. So hopefully this one will expand. I'm not going to buy it because I'm actually out of money. I'm not really out of money, but... So I'm going to change that train back to 0 as well. Okay, alright, so this video has probably gone on long enough. Let's take a look at where our tasks are. So we're getting, we've already got 80 loads of cement to Sydney. That's looking good. Canberra, we are growing. Hopefully we'll get that set up soon. And then I've got the steel production going. We've already started delivering steel to Sydney, so that's great. We've got 25 more years to get the rest of it. That's plenty of time. So I'll go ahead and end this video, and I will come back for the next video when I'm just about to finish this set of tasks. So I'm going to keep working on this. Once I get Canberra established as a town, I'm going to start delivering all kinds of goods to it so it'll grow in population. So until next time, I'll see you then.